All this week, we will be sharing insights into television news today with ABC's David Muir. We recently traveled to New York to join David on the set of ABC's World News Tonight to discuss his daily routine, how growing up in upstate New York has given him perspective, and what we can expect in news coverage for the 2016 presidential election. We begin tonight with the impact of changing technology on today's news coverage. How would you describe the status of television news today? We've seen so many changes. We see so many people with personal devices and all of the ways to gather news. And I look back and I say, have we reached the point where the personalities may not, on the local level and the national level, be as important anymore? Or are we going to focus so much on the technology? Well, how are we going to shake that out?
You know, it's interesting. Everyone in Rochester obviously knows who you are, and I think it's really valuable in all of these cities across the country to have someone you can trust and someone you can turn to. And I think the value of that is still paramount. Mm-hmm. But I also think that we live in an age that brings enormous opportunity. And I've always said, you know, in Made in America and all these other stories and all these other series that we report on, it really is about the people we're reporting on anyway. And with all the new technology that we have, to be connected in a way that we just couldn't have been 5 years ago or 10 years ago is just an enormous opportunity. I can tweet during the broadcast, during the commercial breaks, or, you know, we were periscoping live when I did a commencement speech a couple of weeks back. There are ways where we can reach out and actually interact with an audience, our viewers, so that we really can feel that I'm not just sitting here announcing the news every single night anymore. It's really much more of a two-way conversation.
And I think I look back, we share Ithaca College, of course, as well.
Proudly.
And when I look back at your commencement address, I believe it was, where you challenged young people to use their voice, and I would think there are so many ways for them now to do that, particularly with technology.
Well, that's the thing, you know, I was the kid in upstate New York who would come in from the backyard to watch the local news at night, and I always wanted to be a reporter. But really today, given the tools that we have, I think that everyone has the power to be a reporter, you know, in their own lives and their observations. And what I was saying during that commencement address is to use the power of your voice, because we've been all over the world. We stood in Tahrir Square during the revolution, and so many of the people there fighting for freedom and liberty were only hoping to have some of what we have here. And so my point in talking to the graduates was, you know, don't waste the opportunity, because we all have a voice now, and to use it. Let us know what you're seeing out there, and let us know about the injustices we need to report on, because we can interact now in a way that we couldn't before.
And tomorrow night we continue the conversation, the changes we are embracing in covering a presidential election, and also a little bit more look at the future of local TV news.